This is the best interior cleaner that I have ever used. I am not paid by Koch Chemie. I am not someone who has ever promised a product before, but I promise you, if you try Pol Star, you'll never go back. Hey everybody, it's Nick from Hawk Pro Detailing. My goal is to make you a better detailer, and that's why I want to tell you about Pol Star. Now, Koch Chemie out of Germany, very popular in the European detailing world, but they've just started inroads into America. And you know, when I see a pH neutral 7 cleaner, I'm like, this isn't gonna have the horsepower of an all-purpose cleaner. But I'll tell you, in my detailing journey, I always evolve in, how am I going to clean nasty vehicles? How am I gonna find something that has the cut of an all-purpose cleaner with that high pH, with the safety of a rinseless wash, like Optimum No Rinse, Wipeout, or my current favorite, Owner's Pride Eco Wash. I found the unicorn. I found that good. I can nearly promise you that if you use Pol Star, you're gonna have a beautiful wife. You're gonna have a beautiful life, that picket fence, that profitable detailing business. You'll have health for probably ever. And obviously I'm lying, and don't take any of this to heart, but I just love this product so much. I've been wanting to make this video. Pol Star, pH neutral, 7 pH, that means it's right on the neutral scale. It's not a 12. It's not something that you need to neutralize when you're done. And I want to show you what it can do on dirty panels and help you be a much more effective, profitable detailer. And guess what? It's also safe for technicians if you're trying to build a business and make that cash. Let's run through some of the specs real quick. Here's what they say about Pol Star. Effective neutral cleaner with protection formula. Cleans and protects without leaving watermarks and protects the parts against becoming dirty again quickly. Areas of use: leather, Alcantara, and textiles, etc. So you could use this on carpets, headliners, plastic, vinyl, leather, whatever. And the idea is that it's safe. Schnelle Neuanschmutzung. Just trust the Germans. Why not? Why not, as they say in North Dakota. Okay, you can mix this 1 to 5 if you'd like. You can also mix it as low as 1 to 20. You can mix it low, see how it works for you. But I want to show you how in our shop, we've mixed it to a safe and effective dilution. The bottle here, not super critical, but with technicians, why not make it clear? Meguiar's leather cleaner is the bottle that I use, just so you know, hey, this is the pH neutral leather cleaner, don't mess this up. Here's how we mix it in our shop. I do 2 ounces of Pol Star, and then I mix it with the rest water. Nice clear formula, very neutral smell. You'll come to love the smell of Pol Star. It's gonna smell like money. That's probably why the label's green. This just depends on how far down the rabbit hole you want to go. Distilled water, right, if you want to be truly safe, but do you need distilled water? That's a subject for another video. Here we go. The juice, the money-making formula, is ready for its big reveal. Have you ever looked at a panel this dirty and thought, oh, I'm just gonna need to use my high pH degreaser, whether it's F-Bomb, Power Clean, Super Clean. You know you're gonna need a heavy hitter for something like this. But you ever watch it streak and then leave a permanent streak mark? You know what you're gonna need then? A magic eraser to chase things. And you're gonna be removing coating, there's risk involved. What I love about Pol Star is that you can let it dwell. Dwell time is a huge, important part of cleaning. Dwell time lets the chemical, the detergent, do what it is designed to do. And it's safe. So your technician cannot mess this up. This is a foaming formula. It's such a joy to use. I want to show you now how Pol Star can attack even the dirtiest of vehicle interiors. Now, whenever I clean a panel, I want to have steam and I want to have compressed air. I call that crossing swords. No, I don't. I don't usually do that. Shut up, Nick. Steam and compressed air are great no matter what chemical you're using. I'm not saying you need those if you're a person at home who's just looking to clean your own car. But if you have steam and compressed air, your life's gonna be easier no matter what chemical you use. I also really like these Detail Factory brushes. They are amazing, and I've done a video about these, so I'll link that video just above this one as I talk, so you can get a sense of the brushes that I love to use. Now for the fun part. We're gonna spray Pol Star, we're gonna watch it do its thing. So when I approach a panel, I'm just going for it. I'm not worried about this hitting windows because it's pH neutral. I might hit the door jambs as I go. I'm not worried about those electronics. Maybe you want to be. And you don't need to use this much, but I find it's kind of fun. And plus, this is so dirty. All right, let me bring you in now. Look at some of these streaks as the dirt is being broken down. If this were an all-purpose cleaner with a high pH of like 12, you let those streaks dwell and you're gonna leave those permanent marks in the leather. We're gonna let this dry on the panel. I'll show you how safe it really is. Feeling refreshed. Looking forward to continuing my detail as one does. So it's been about 10 minutes. We all like our little bathroom breaks, don't we? You could let this dry completely. Why would I not want that to happen? Not because it's gonna damage anything, but just I'm gonna have to reactivate it, right? Because if I just drive this into the panel, I could be driving dirt in there, especially when it's dry, you don't want that. So you have a couple of options. I've let this dwell completely. I wanna give you a sense of what it looks like, and so without touching anything, I'm just gonna give it a swipe. Now remember, dwell time helps with how effective your chemical can be, and that's why dwell time's an amazing thing, right? It's gonna reduce the amount of work you have to do. So that right there is a really clean panel, but let me show you what I would probably do if I were coming back to this, right? We didn't leave any streaks or damage. I may just give it a few more spritzes just to reactivate it a little bit, and then I'll see how much work I have to do. I don't think it's gonna be that much. I'm gonna reactivate it a little bit. We're just gonna start on this, just to reactivate it, not because I need more cleaning power. I just love how much this suds. Sudsing away, boom, boom, boom. Of course, I could try these door jambs just for fun, and look how the dirt just melts off of these. Normally, I would be an all-purpose cleaner guy on door jambs. Okay, now, you could easily do the wipe it, swipe it, send it, and end it move, because that's clean as heck. And for your techs, that might be the safest thing, right? Have them wipe it down and call it a day. But we know with detailing, you want to get all the nooks and crannies. So what I'm gonna do is hit it with some steam, compressed air, and just get the heck out of here. Steam's an amazing cleaner. I don't really need to clean that much. What I do need to do is get all this crap out of there. And that's where compressed air comes through in the clutch. I love how this foams up when you activate it with a brush. Just look how amazing that is. It's just so much fun to get this foam going. So you didn't see the initial foam as much when I spray it. And obviously I'm going a little hard in the paint here. I don't need to foam this much, but it's just fun. Why not have a little fun? Why not enjoy detailing? Why not reduce some of the stress? Let me grab a towel. So, foaming this is so amazing. Now what I'll do, I'll just wipe it down. So delicious, so beautiful. This thing even protects after it cleans. Why? How? I don't know. Ask the Germans. Now, if you don't have all the fancy equipment at home, you could use a leaf blower to blow this out. If this were really nasty, you could use steam. I am just gonna use steam on some of these crevices because that's how you detail, and then I'll quickly blow it out with some air. Follow quickly with air so we don't get that moisture doing too much. And you can see how this just leaves a beautiful matte finish and cleans all this crazy dirt away. So that's just my small little section here, just to give you a sense of what it can do. I do want to show you a couple spots. This is the real world where Pol Star, as amazing as it left this looking, didn't quite get to up here. And you can probably see this black spot, that black spot, and that black spot. Let's just try something first. instead of grabbing the magic eraser right away, I'm gonna focus on these spots. I'm gonna give it some love, some dwell time, some agitation. In cleaning, you wanna think of CHAT or chat. You've got your chemical, you've got heat, you have agitation and time. So I could use the heat of a steamer, but the chemical is the Pol Star. The heat is something we're not gonna utilize just quite yet. Remember, in chat, your A is for agitation. And then time. What is time? It's dwell time. So, haven't even really let that dwell aside from the initial spritz. What I'm gonna do now is take my low nap microfiber, and with a little bit of force, I'm gonna drive it into there. If those spots are still there, your next option is steam. If the spots don't come out, then I would use the bazooka, the magic eraser. But again, all this can be done with Pol Star as your tool. Okay, it looks like there's a couple of spots there. What I might try now, I don't know if you can see those spots. Let's try a little bit of steam, huh? If you're using a steamer, there's always danger involved. Keep that head moving very quickly. It doesn't look like these have moved. It might freak you out, but you want to wait until it dries. So let's get this dried off and see what it looks like when it's no longer wet. So there are still those spots there. And this is where I'm going to encourage you to exercise caution. But you can use the magic eraser, kind of a controversial subject in the auto detailing world. You want to have some lubrication. Essentially, this is like sandpaper. So what I am doing, it's like a risk-reward thing here. Whatever this stain is, I'm going to be removing some of the coating to try to improve the appearance. Stop pretty quickly. Evaluate if it's still there. And then assess, is it worth it for me to keep going? At some point, the risk reward here is going to be minimal because this could be something that won't come out. At which point I'm gonna look like a hack and y'all are gonna say, Nick, I'm never taking advice from you again. But this is also something that's pretty telling. If it's not coming off with a magic eraser, you gotta let it be. And one option you have if the magic eraser is not cutting it, doesn't matter what chemical you're using, it's highly doubtful the customer will ever see this, but I want to show you one more trick in case you run into a situation like this. Now you can dress the leather if you want. Pol Star is so amazing that I think it leaves a matte finish. I prefer that. But when you're trying to hide stuff or you don't want to get any more aggressive with the magic eraser, you've got a couple of options. There's Dash Guard from Owner's Pride, which I like. I mean, I just wouldn't love dressings all that much. I don't like to dress interior plastics or leather because I feel like it gets streaky, but a little bit of moisture never hurts. So let's try on this particular spot because there's two of them. Not sure if the camera's picking that up, but let's try on this. We'll go straight down. We'll try it like this. We're just gonna dress that leather, give it that nice finish. I mean, it does look nice. There's no doubt about it that changes the appearance. Let's wait till it gets dry though. Let's see if it covers up that spot for us the way we want it to. Just enough for the customer to be happy, right? I heard in carpet cleaning technician training once, if the customer doesn't see it, it's not there. And I don't think that's being deceptive. I think it's just trying to run a business and make your customer happy, right? You're not here to impress fellow detailers. You're here to make customers happy. And so right now, I feel like that spot is so much less noticeable. If we could do sort of a before and after here of this is what the matte finish looked like before, And this is kind of what it looks like now. So dressed, yeah, this leather does look pretty amazing. And it did actually cover up that spot, or at least blend it a little bit. But if you're a crazy Hawkeye detailer like me, I still know where it was. The consumer will never see it. Let me show you my magic trick for crazy, crazy hiding of leather and vinyl defects, some of which you may introduce yourself. I call this the secret sauce. Sarah trim from the last coat. I've almost run out of this. The bottle has seen better days, but if you're looking to save yourself from an F-up, if you're looking to hide something on an interior that nothing else will, and oh my gosh, I'm almost out of this, I need to reorder some. It's the real world, it's real detailing. Check this out. There's our dot, yeah? Look at the way this darkens the trim. It's insane. It's like meant for exterior trim, but I found that when it comes to rescuing interiors, let's say you get too aggressive with the look at that. Let's say you get too aggressive with the magic eraser, right? I mean, look at the difference in these two. I mean, let me just try to get the interior. It absolutely depends on the look you're going for. I mean, this is a very bold look, but when you're trying to rescue something, maybe an old used car they're trying to flip for resale, something that has just seen better days, because it's gonna leave it extremely glossy to the point of almost obnoxious. And also, look at that, we've dressed this side, and this side looks considerably different. But what did we do here? Because of course you want to blend. What did we do? Let me dry it off, make sure it's nice and dry. We greatly reduced the appearance of this little dot. Now, you might see that. I don't think a customer ever will. And if they do, it is what it is. We did all that we could. We magic erasered it, we steamed it, and that just sort of is what it is. So, just giving you some tips and tricks on interior detailing, how to clean effectively with Koch Chemie Pol Star. Love that stuff. This didn't come out perfect. Wasn't exactly what I intended to do with the video, but I wanted to drop some knowledge with y'all. And what is your go-to interior cleaner? I've used Meguiar's, their all-purpose cleaner. The green stuff, it leaves a white residue behind. You don't want that stuff. You want something that's gonna work for you and your technicians and make you money. More to come on Koch Chemie. We've absolutely fallen in love with their product line, and the Germans have figured something out. Pol Star for the win. Let's get it, folks. Nick from Hawk Pro Detailing, where my goal is to make you a better detailer.